Before we proceed to watch this video, we have a little request for you. According to YouTube, only 2% of those who watch our videos are subscribed to our channel. The other 98% unfortunately aren't subscribed. And this kind of bothers us so much and doesn't motivate us. So please help us kindly grow our channel by subscribing to our platform, Pinax News, as this will motivate us to bring you more entertainment gossip like this. Thanks.
Hello guys, you're live and welcome to Daily Trend here on Pinax News. This is your hub for quality entertainment. This is where you get all the latest from the world of art and entertainment. I am Eric Mello and thanks for watching. Now, Prince Harry's drag confession has actually risen so much concern about, his US visa application. It's also has to do with a very interesting conversation he had during, he revealed in his bombshell memo spare and the TV interview that he had taken cocaine, cannabis, and magic mushrooms in the past. So in an audio we're going to play for you to actually listen, but before then he actually had a spare on his social media. He was talking about how he has once had to take in cocaine, cannabis, and magic mushrooms in the past. Now, a think tank in the U.S. is actually demanding that the Duke be actually summoned to actually answer certain questions that has to pertain to his visa application concerns and in coming to the U.S. First of all, let's take a listen at the audio.
I had been doing cocaine around this time. At someone's country house, during a shooting weekend. I'd been offered a line, and I'd done a few more since. It wasn't much fun, and it didn't make me particularly happy, as it seemed to make everyone around me, but it did make me feel different. And that was the main goal. Feel different.
So King Prince Harry there with very debilitating statement, I must say. Now the Duke is now facing cause of the U.S. visa application to be released to see whether or not he admitted his drug use before immigrating to the U.S. or California with Meghan Markle in 2020. Now the DC-based Heritage Foundation says his visa application must now be released so that the American taxpayer can understand whether Harry declared his drug use or not. Now, U.S. immigration law has harsh penalties, for lying in immigration officials, including deportation and being barred, from applying for citizenship. So it turns out that if Prince Harry is found guilty of this odious crime, I must say, he will be deported, and not just deported, he will have to face the law as it says. Now, former federal prosecutor Nyema told us that last night an admission of drug use is usually grounds of administrability. Now it says that means that Prince Harry's visa should have been denied or revoked because he admitted to using cocaine, mushroom, and other drugs. Now the big question people have been asking is, why would Prince Harry say this? I mean, this was supposed to be a very private matter. Well, we know that at all costs there were going to be an investigation or a probe to this particular story, but to openly come out to say this, not just on live television but on air, to actually broadcast that you actually have taken in cocaine, cannabis, and these are huge drugs, hard drugs that people didn't even expect that a royal like him be involved himself in. And so the big question people were asking now is, will Prince Charles, Prince Harry, I beg your pardon, be found culpable and maybe deported or jailed for this allegations he himself has even come to confirm about it? And even how is his father, Prince Charles feeling about all this, because it brings shame to the royal family. So a lot of people have been talking on the internet, and the Duke is in trouble for opening his big mouth to actually confess what he has been doing or has done to actually secure his visa. We'll take a listen at the audio again, then I come back to read certain reactions by the public. Let's take a listen. For those of you who didn't actually pay attention to the hard drugs he mentioned, take a listen once more.
I had been doing cocaine around this time. At someone's country house, during a shooting weekend. I'd been offered a line, and I'd done a few more since. It wasn't much fun, and it didn't make me particularly happy, as it seemed to make everyone around me, but it did make me feel different. And that was the main goal. Feel different.
That was Prince Harry there, who was actually confessing, taking in cannabis and all of that. He says it makes him feel good. So, a royal like him saying cannabis makes him feel good. Well, let me get into your reactions and see what has been, trending, like, your reactions there. Now, Clegon says that hope not the majority of Brits wants him to stay in US and we do not want him back here. Yes, that's from Clegon. This one is coming from Hydro Man says, send him and his boss back to the UK. Okay, Eyes Open also took to his Facebook to say that if they send Harry home for drug use, we should be able to kick about 20 million more out. I like the precedent. Okay, so if Prince Harry will be freed and not be actually jailed or summoned like other prisoners who actually taking hard drugs, sentenced to prison, all of that. For him, he says he would want to be president to actually gain justice for them. Now, and he goes on to say that Meghan knew what she was doing, overseeing the writing of his book. It's her quick get out. Now she is famous and has no need to be married to a prince. She has a little prince and princess to ensure her future. Okay, so looks like Prince Harry has actually brought shame to the royal family for opening his big mouth to actually say all this trash. So yes. Now more reactions. Logical says, please keep him. We don't want him and his dreadful wife coming back to the UK. So it looks like people are actually angry about the Duke opening his big mouth, like I said, talking trash. Kiwi Brain says, yes, kick him out of the USA. He set a very bad example by promoting drug use. Disgusting example for the young all round the world. I agree. I kind of agree, but I mean, it's true. We don't know. Let's actually wait for the final judgment to actually come out now, because they've actually filed that his visa application be open to the public to actually see whether or not he declared his drug usage before entering, California with Meghan Markle in 2020. Now, another more comment coming from Testament D says, Harry hasn't done anything wrong, honestly. Just a little lie here and there. Please let him stay in the US as the rest of the world doesn't want him. Okay, and this one says he was simple. Okay, he was simple. Explain that his book is a work of fiction, and everyone will agree. Last two comments here says, okay, this one says maybe it was overlooked. He in a situation where can he buy up? Okay, so he can buy up almost any property and fund himself. And if he happens to be a druggie, he also be a fund. That's not the last comment I take in comes from Don. Don says, for heaven's sake, can you give the Harry story a rest? Okay, so he's actually lashing us out, saying that we should give Harry, a break. But until the final judgment, this is a shame to the royal family, like people have been saying. We'll keep our eyes on this. This is Daily Trend on Pinax News. Thanks for watching.
Before we proceed to watch this video, we have a little request for you. According to YouTube, only 2% of those who watch our videos are subscribed to our channel. The other 98% unfortunately aren't subscribed. And this kind of bothers us so much and doesn't motivate us. So please help us kindly grow our channel by subscribing to our platform, Pinax News, as this will motivate us to bring you more entertainment gossip like this. Thanks.